working? Hey, looks like it's working. Got the stupid menu music on. I don't know how to even turn it off. I just want to make sure everything looks okay. You know what I could have did? I could have started recording once it was loaded. Alright. Alright. So I noticed a big black border. I don't know how to remove that. So I just centered things. See, I want to be able to see the Twitch chat too. And I wasn't able to do that that way. So we did a thrill ride coming 27th August. Yeah. I could do a mine train. Oh, good God. I don't usually ever build these. Which is funny because I like it. Some scenery. And so yeah, we're getting right into it today. I'm going right into it, and we're going to build this mine train roller coaster, which I like these. I just almost never build them for whatever reason. Oh, I don't want that going over the path. I'm going to do that then instead. To build these, I already have to zero view. What? Am I even live anymore? I'm gonna have to check that. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, it's just acting weird. Where was I building at? Right there. So I already have to go back, and that I'm going to remind people that's why I take these stops every so often. I won't stop talking though. I'll make sure I talk through this, but I'm handicapped and in a wheelchair, and I have to do this every so often because I get uncomfortable. So what I think is I'm going to live stream. I'm going to try to live stream all the original scenarios. I may off-camera play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios, and then I can eventually, I'm going to eventually just, I will record those two eventually. As for the real parks, I don't think I'm going to even bother with them, because I don't really like this. I mean, there's no real point to me in playing in a park that's already fully built, with like not much to have to improve. The only ones where you really have to improve anything are the Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 real parks, which are in the deluxe version. But they're like impossible to actually do anything with in the ones from the first game. And the ones with 2, you can actually do things with them. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do here. I think I got a bit of an idea of what I can do with this roller coaster. So we're going to go with that idea, and I'm going to see if I can actually do it. Because it's a neat idea, and I literally just had this idea. So we're going to go with it. See what I can do with this kind of concept I have. Because this is Trinity Islands, and you don't have much area to work with. I mean, you have a fair amount of land, and well, I mean, it's not that. No, you really don't, actually. So I have to work with what I have. Also, you notice there is the cheat icon that's not going to be used in this Let's Play. Or it's not a Let's Play. For the longest time I wanted to be a Let's Player on YouTube. Not really anymore. Yeah, we're running low on money now, too. Means I'm probably going to have to build something a little smaller than this. Let me see. There's a good length that way, but I don't mess with that land. I think I'm just going to... This coaster is going to work using helixes. See, but we're still getting a lot of money issues here. May have to look into this, but I got to be careful because I don't think the Trinity Island scenario lets you have much of that. He's down small. Oi. It'd be nice if it would rain while this was being built. Also, what thrill ride did we get? Alright, good, we got go-karts. Go-karts are very important. I was saying that the last time. So we're going to build that. Wow, because that'll bring us in a lot of money. I want to see how high that path is. 0. Oh, but we might not have enough room to do this though. Oh, yeah, we won't. Not there anyway. And I can't just buy a little bit of land that's right there. I know nothing's available there. So we'll work something out with this. I have to put it back here. It'll have to run one time. I'm gonna stick a bunch of Another good thing to do is to spam your scenery around this. Okay. That's it. Now we can just place trees. Yes, you can spam them every tile. It'll look weird, but you'll get a high excitement from it. Also, I just caused a bit of a problem. That's okay. I can just bridge over that. What am I so worried about? Yeah. It is land. This maybe? Oh yeah, we can get that in. Yeah, if you spam scenery around this, you'll get a higher excitement from it. It's something you really want. Abstract entrance. Great. Now your first time learning it, you want it to be $2. You just want to make sure people get on it and ride it. And did I change the lap number? No, I didn't. And where's the mechanic? I think that might be in his area. I don't know. It's in his area. Oh, you're lucky enough we don't even have to do that. Oh, okay, the roller coaster's still fine. It's just off by a little bit, that's all. I'm gonna get the go. I can't talk today. It's me, inverter ship. Thrill rides are actually really good. Like, I mean, roller coasters are the best, but you can get a lot from thrill rides too. But what we need, this scenario, we're going to need a mixture of both, because we need 700 guests, and you really draw in the guests with roller coasters, not so much with other rides. I'm just going to let the go-karts finish, and I'm going to be, that way I can change the price as soon as possible. What we're going to do is, once it's done, we're going to actually pause it, then we'll change the price. Actually, no, both is fine. It's finishing now. Once the excitement rating appears, I'm pausing it, and then I'm 680. Not a bad price. I just wish the go-karts was closer to the entrance. Get the most people coming in at that spot. Now, when we're done with this ride here, well, not when we're done, but we're going to put a on-ride photo on this too. Those are very important. Let's see, it's a very weird spot to put it, but I don't really care where I put it. It'll work no matter where you put it. And that won't work because this helix is right there. I don't want it to be intense there. There, I'll just go under the thing. It's going to have to come back around anyway. Oh, that's gonna interfere with that path. Crap. Paused again. What I'm trying to make sure I do is I have subjects to talk about. Because oftentimes that's my problem. I don't have subjects to talk about. I mean, talk about things I'm into, but there's no one like viewing the stream. If someone was watching the stream and someone was in the chat, then I could actually do something like worthwhile. Well, that's why I'm uploading these to YouTube, because I want to make sure that that's a good way for people to see my stream. That's the whole concept I'm going for. Because I don't understand how people can do it just having a Twitch stream and nothing else. Like, how do people find out? Like, I don't understand. How do you find streams? There's like no like or maybe there is and I just haven't found it. I don't fully understand Twitch yet. And I've barely watched other people stream. I think the most I've watched was probably either Vine Sauce or Zsto. It was one of them. Well, not one of them as in they're somewhat related. No, Zsto and Vine Sauce are entirely different channels. I have no idea even if they're aware of each other. I watched Zsto play this game though. Well, I mean, he's been streaming OpenRCT2 Tycoon 2 lately. Or recently. He didn't really do one lately. But he used to stream the first game a lot. Right. 4. So we're getting that on-ride photo in here. I don't think I was able to do that on this ride. I don't know if there's any areas I could actually fit one in. I could put one there. I mean, let's check if we can do that. There's an on-ride photo section towards the front would help us. Yeah, see, it's not available. We'll get back on it. That was just a little test to find out if there is one. Yeah, that was a sneeze. I'm sorry, but because I'm handicapped. I have no ability to cover microphones when I sneeze. So that's just going to be a thing. Wow, it won't let us do that at all. Yeah. Too high. Whoa! And that is not what I meant to do. See, we don't even have enough to complete this stupid thing. And yes, I'm going to do like I did with that other structure. I'm going to make it look like it belongs. Wow. Got a lot of people in line though. That's why I need something that's worth more. I don't know where this is going to start. I do still have that land thing open. Gotta close that. Oh no. Of course it's off by a little bit. Here, I'll do that and that'll fix the issue. My face is dangling off the edge. I farted on the seat. Stop that. People don't want to hear that. It's a bad habit I've been trying to stop, saying stupid things that I make up. The stupid scenery went away. So ignore that. That's not going to happen often. It's going to slip up today. I had a feeling it was. It's just that I'm not used to streaming. And people won't find my stupid sense of humor funny. Well, they will. As long as it's not just me saying random things. That's like a bad habit. Pretty sure everyone just cringed right then. God, I feel awful for doing that. I can't sing either, so that even made it worse. Wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally kill the tree. Now, we're already having enough trouble with money as it is, so I'm going to have to reuse some of my staff. But that's fine. They're not even that far away, so into this. Go to the wooden entrance because it fits the most with it. I think I'm going to make it yellow. And that's where the black is. And brown, light brown. There are a lot of block sections on this thing. $250 for that. It's always good to try and get 3 trains on it, especially when you're not doing the best with the money. Getting 3 trains can make it all, and I just realized I made a mistake when building this. I was gonna add, because there was an extra, was there? Yeah, there was an extra straight piece, wasn't there? Yeah, I could expand that station and get more trains, probably. Clockwork achievement on Twitch. What's that mean? I always check those afterwards anyway. I did that yesterday, and yeah. There's not really much to talk about with no viewers. No live viewers means I can't really talk about anything. Or I can't interact with the chat at least. That's why this stuff is going up on YouTube. And it's going up on YouTube, it shares to Twitter and Facebook. I just want to hope, I'm hoping that someone cares enough to check this out. That's all. And I'm sorry for my house phone. It's just really, really annoying and loud, and it rings all the time. And I don't answer it, because it's stupid things half the time. Yeah, and I'm going to have to fix that mistake I just made. Because I said I was going to expand this, and then I completely forgot to do it. Now we got 6 cars per train. Can't get any more out of it, so chain lift speed is up to 6. That's usually where I like having it. Gonna test this thing. Oh, we're on a track to complete the scenario at least. That's my hope, is to fully complete this scenario by the end of this stream today. This is not going to be possible with every scenario though. It's kind of obvious though, it's not. Yeah, and I can do those. You know what, I'll leave it green with the exposed stone. I think that'll look fine. See, the best part about this is they stop just in time. It's probably not going to be very exciting though. But I got this tunnel, so hopefully it does something. Tunnels can usually help with excitement rating. Nice. That's decent. 580. Two, 300, 580. 2, 3, 580. 800 Empire. No. Looping roller coaster with mama. Now, looping roller coaster is something I can work with. And there's something you can do with these. Let's do that. I know what I can do. Oh, well, that explains it. Part of it. Alright, now let's try to build this thing. We have to... and getting rid of that window got rid of that one too. For some unknown reason. First, I'm going to actually modify this though. Yeah, and I know we don't have enough money. Okay, we're going to modify this. You don't need this. And of course I gotta test it first. I just want to be able to save over the other shuttle loop. Because we don't need that big thing sticking out. Because if we couldn't do that with the go-karts, we can do that with that. I mean, we can stick it there. Okay, I hate that window. Wait, why does it still have the back sticking out? I got rid of that. You know what, I can build my own shuttle loop. Yeah, I can build my own shuttle loop. It can be right here. Do it there, actually. I mean, we're gonna do this. Could probably fit it if I do that. Yes, it's gonna be that long. Just wanted to make sure it has a place that I can use the put the entrance and exit up high. Because they're gonna have to go down and under and yeah. I basically want it to link up with that part of the path. That's kind of obvious though, I think I said that. We're going to have to hope that that part of the helix on the junior roller coaster won't be in our way. Because I could see that it's probably pretty close. My hope is that the loop will move it out of the way. I wonder if I can stop me from hitting that if I put the thing all the way over here. I might actually want to switch those. And you want to do it without passing station. That's important. See its speed. And one more. Space entrance, because it goes into space. And pretty high density too. That's fine. 5 by 30, not... Well, I said 5 like 50 times just then. Right, and now I gotta mess with that stupid line. See, I have like no room to do that now. There was no good place to put this. Would it be a... Okay. Whoa, what the... Alright, entrance, you're gonna have to be somewhere else. Really? You lost your test result just because of that? All I did was move the entrance. Disgusting state of path. Alright. This path is disgusting. Wow, they're commenting on the paths in general here. Oh, it's probably that spot. I don't really see any of that anywhere else. I mean, there's one down there. That's still not much. That means we're gonna have to do it handyman that's specific to this little spot. So, because what happens is the guests will walk away when they're feeling sick. And then there's a certain spot that they'll get to where they end up not being able to hold it anymore. That's why I wish they just wouldn't walk, like, seriously. I also need some garbage cans, because I don't really have any place. And we'll need a few places to sit down because guests will get tired. And I'll start getting the I'm tired complaint. So there, I probably fixed that issue now. I think that's the height of it? No. Down one more. Here we go. Now here's the exit. Now let's do the exit. So also going to do this. That's a long exit. We're also going to need 2 new staff for that. We can open you up now. And it covers the exit too, right? Yes, it does. I'm gonna add that spot too, because who knows if he ends up getting caught on the bottom one. They will glitch out sometimes. And the handgun will sit there. That's open and it's close to the front of the park, which is the ideal location for it. Because we can get a whole bunch of guests that come in and they'll all start going on this. And I also made sure it's a longer train and we can fit a lot of people on it. And we are gaining money, it looks like. Last time I looked we had 4 something. So I could do a couple like advertising campaigns. It's a pretty good idea. Now, I hope I get another park that has an entrance fee and free rides. But then I can, because I've always had trouble with that. And I just, like with those ones, and I just recently found that there's a good way to actually do those. It will be tough at first, but later in the game you make a lot. Advertising campaign for the park. Digital ride will do for that. So now we'll get a bunch of guests coming to ride that. It'll be good. Alright, trees on this. That's not the right thing. I want to put some flat rides up there. It's fine. I can't even get those trees. And people will start buying umbrellas now. It's really. And now we're going to build a adult mouse. I mean, what? I was going to try and make a joke, but the wrong word came out. I meant to make a joke out of wild mouse, but it turned into... I messed up the joke. Now you can do something pretty neat with these. And that's make like kind of an out and back concept with this. There's more to it than that though, but I'll show you what. Yeah, you can do an out and back concept with these. I'm trying to remember, I saw someone do this. There was something neat they did with it. I can't really remember how they did it. I think they like went out one more. I think I'm getting on the right track now. Needs to come out one more. I know this probably looks very weird, but there's a reason for it. Anyway, that's the concept you work with. Something like that. There's a little more to it than what I did, but I couldn't fully remember it. Anyway, here's a little bit of a lesson about how it calculates things like excitement. How the game does. So basically this right here creates a head chopper element for this. And then you get this, the tunnel helps a little bit. You kind of go down into a tunnel and up out of the tunnel, which kind of adds more. So there's a lot you can do off of this concept. And it's probably one of my favorite concepts to work with. And I remember one time, this was in the Bumblebee Beach scenario, I wanted to do something like this concept, but I had no room to do this design. So instead what I did was, I kind of squeezed it in and I managed a couple of head chopper elements into it. I only had, like, my widest space to work with was 3. Actually, no, it was 2. I had enough room to make a line, I think. I can't remember. Maybe if I finish the scenario sooner than I think, maybe I'll show Bumblebee Beach. Maybe I could show what I did. I don't know though. I do plan on doing a stream where I show the completed parks and then possibly start a new one, depending on how much time I spent streaming that, because it was only a very short time, there's no point, and then I should make more. But if it's going to take up the whole thing, there's not, like, a long time, like at least an hour, there's no real point to doing it. We're gonna start our little line. Okay, you gotta go to Handyman 2. Actually, that's a lot for just one handyman to cover. I'm gonna have to hire a new one. I'm making money now. I shouldn't worry so much. Now, as for the mechanic, I can add that to its patrol area, because mechanics are important, but you don't need to be as careful with them. But once you start getting that message, as that something still hasn't been fixed, then you should get a new mechanic. Oh God, I made a mistake. This guest is going all the way down there. In fact, I don't even have time to fix it. Ah. I almost didn't. Almost didn't even have time to fix this. And they normally have a high intensity. That'll be 620. That's actually a really good price for this. Although you can get even higher, depending on your excitement rating, obviously. You see, we already almost are at the goal for guest number. Anyways, I can fill a few benches. This is going to be a little rest stop down here. Just a cluster of more benches than usual. The last thing developed was a mini roller coaster. I think we can actually focus on thrill rides. We have plenty of roller coaster choices. We're almost at 700 guests anyway. so funny. Trinity Islands was always difficult. It's 750 actually, but I think we should still be fine. We're already almost, we got a year and a half about in the game. Oh look, the things are literally, they're almost in sync right here. That's funny. So we got a lot of guests getting in line for this. I think that handyman needs more area. I just want him to clean up stuff that's down there too. Now, did there any other thrill rides come out? The swinging inverter ship did. I actually forgot that was gonna happen. Anyways, can I fit this here? No. I was hoping I could. That would have been pretty cool being able to fit it there. I always hated that about the swinging inverter ship, is that there's no good way to, because you have no choice but to put the things next to each other, and I don't like that. You can't like really do the line in any other way. And I hate where that tree is. Get out of here. Where's that handyman that walks this little area down here? Handyman 3. See, that's part of his area, and he has a small area anyway, so why not? We got the swinging inverter ship here. Even test the flat rides. You never know when you need extra money. And we got a launch freefall coming. Also called, for some reason, I do not understand what they were thinking when they gave that name its ride, and I mean when they gave that ride its name. Wow, I messed that up a lot. When they gave that ride its name in the first game, they named it Whoa Belly. I don't know why. But a lot of you should probably know that if you've played this. Because if you've played this, you've most likely played the first game. In my opinion, 2 is the best. Because there's a lot more you can do with it. 1 is still really good though, because it's, I mean, it's classic and it's not just nostalgia that it's talking. That game itself is really good. No one's on the merry-go-round. Just noticed that. When people stop going on a flat ride, your best thing, and I'm talking about like the gentle flat rides, your best thing to actually do, when you're not willing to pay the price anymore, the best thing to do is put it down to 20 cents and just leave it there. Now this game is also very exploitable when it comes to ride price scenarios, which that's something I'm not even doing. I'm not gonna do it during the streams. I did a little bit of exploiting on the scenarios I did off camera. A little bit on one of them just to help with the influx of guests, that's all. People don't want to pay, probably. Yeah, see, they don't want to pay. So we'll just put it down to 20 cents, and now people will go on it. You don't really need to have a high price on those. The mini roller coaster, I can probably fit that in here somewhere. I don't know, though. Yeah, I can fit it in, I just don't know if I want to put it anywhere. Oh, I have a bit of an idea what I can do with this. I'm going to launch freefall, which I always use a custom thing of that anyway. Uh-oh, I might not have room for this. Yeah, I don't have room for this. Ah! Ah! Oh my god, that was so weird. I didn't even know that happens. That was the weirdest thing. It got rid of all my choices and only left me off with what I had. Can't find the bathrooms in my park. It said the toilets. I'll build a new one, okay? When did they change it to toilets? It was restrooms originally. In 2 it even was, so I don't know what happened. I may have to turn that around. I don't have room for that. Whoa, that's the wrong thing. Oh. That explains it. How was I able to build that? The inline twist. Keep accidentally doing inline twist. Uh-oh. That loop. Oh, I could have did that up there. I think it's so large half loop is an option. my god. I gotta stop selecting inline twist. It looks like a weird shoe or something. I think I may use a powered launch with this instead. Oh, you can't. Well then, there goes that. I guess I can't build that then. That's pretty cool. I always use the escape hatch because I don't like messing with the settings on this thing. I also want to switch the entrance and exit. That's fine, I can go right against the path like that. Okay, which handyman goes there? 2. It's most likely 2. I'm sorry for the frequent stops today. I just have to stop more than I had to yesterday. I mean, that's back to the subject of having to tilt back my wheelchair every so often. 370. And when I was talking about exploiting the game earlier, one thing you could do is build a bunch of those launch free falls, all like right next to each other, like in a grid pattern, and you could put paths between them. Make sure you leave enough to have a line though, because a line will ensure you get more people into it. And then you just put them all like that and put the path in a grid between them. You will make tons of money because people will keep getting on all of them, even though it's the same ride over and over. They'll think they're different. To them, it's different rides because you built more than one. And I actually used that exploit in a... There was a scenario that I did exploit a bit. That was Evergreen Gardens. I put like a really small, cheap roller coaster design. That's what I did. It looks like I got a Skype message. Well, I can check that real quick, but I can tell them I'm streaming and I'll be on at some point. I've been streaming for over an hour at this point. I can check that Skype message though. I know that's not something I should do during a stream. In fact, if they want to hear my voice or anything, I'm gonna link them to my Twitch, because I linked them to it. Maybe you'll get a viewer. It's a friend. My best friend, actually. Maybe she'll start watching. Maybe we'll see her in the chat in a second. Well, actually, most likely you won't, unless you're gonna watch a past broadcast. We got a motion simulator as well. Those are really good. You can do that with them too, and it's actually better with them, because I think you can get a design with a better excitement rating. Plus, it's even more compact. You can do a lot with those kind of things. What? Can't read that. The screen looks stupid. Swing inverter shift still hasn't been fixed. Yeah, I just realized that's because it has no mechanic. Yeah. Now it does. And he's answering his radio call. Where's my there. So he'll get that fixed. Didn't realize I didn't do that. Oops. Miniman 2. It's already in his patrol area. How did that happen? How is that already in his patrol area? Anyways, you can also test out the different films that are available on it, because each one actually has different settings, like different stats. Now that one has 290. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it to thrill riders, and we're going to test thrill riders. So what you can do, there's two, I think sometimes there's three. I have not memorized which one is the highest, because one of them gives you the highest rating. Now these are even better to spam, because you can because they're smaller and you can do more with. I think you get. So let's see. I usually use this design as an example. That's a little higher, but you can probably fit more motion simulators. So what we're going to do is we're going to put no entry. Bunch of no entry signs for those. I guess my friend has not joined us. That's fine. She didn't have to. I was kind of hoping, but it's fine. People are looking at their wallet when they walk up to this. Well, one person did. Most people were afraid of the nausea rating. That's what it looked like. And we got Topspin currently in development. 15th September. That will be done. Once this in-game year ends, I think I'll just end off my stream for today, because I don't really want to stream anymore. I'm starting to get a little bored. I think I'll be able to stream longer later on. Funny thing is, I think I'm going to end up getting mostly an audience from other countries, because I plan on streaming earlier. That doesn't matter to me, though. Who knows, maybe I'll get a few people who like to get up early. Yeah, but most likely they'll probably be getting up early for work or school, depending on how old they are. I don't know why, the line's always bigger for this one than this one. Once this in-game year ends, I'm going to end off the stream. And it's going to be over soon. Once it hits March year 3, I'm going to end off the stream. I'm going to make sure I get another ride in the top spin. I can even squeeze that in there. That's little things to make sure I get it at the same level. I want it to face the path too. Yeah, we're going to do that. This area is going to be very nauseating. I'm just clustering all the thrill rides in this. Oh, hey, hi, there you are. Oh, yeah. That always happens on here, even with ad blocker. You always get ads on Twitch. There'll be a bit of delay, so... yeah, the ads take forever. That means you probably didn't hear any of what I just said. That's fine. And... couldn't remember your login. Wow! I'm just kidding. Okay, which... I have so many handymen. Which handyman goes here? Ah! It's you. Now I can put this on berserk mode to get... guys, no. Wow, you're gonna... once I have a lot more viewers, people are gonna think you're... the new people will think you're a hater. I know you're not, though. I'll just... well, that's good. Please knock on the nearest wood next to you. I was going to end the stream at the end of this in-game year, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'll just talk to you for that. I don't know. That's towards the person in the chat. People watching on YouTube later. Don't cringe. I was just being stupid. That's not the right price. Alright, get up there. I don't know. Yeah. once I get more viewers, I might actually make you admin in my stream chat, and then you can bring down the ban hammer on those who spam and violate the rules. Yes, I was tilting. Sorry, I didn't need to keep that loud. Oh, really? I actually turned the in-game sound off, as you can probably tell, because my webcam microphone is so bad. I have to get that splitter for the Turtle Beach headset, and then I'll sound better, and then you can hear the game and me. This is the weirdest Twitch chat I've ever seen when it's only one person. Normally I watch the Vinesaw streams and there's so many people in the chat that you see a message and 2 seconds later it's gone. Berserk mode topspin, yeah. Water line. Maybe it's a river rapids. Oh, and look. We finished off the thrill rides. Yes, I know you're still here. Fart head. And by the way, I do plan on streaming every day, but sometimes it might be early. Plan on getting up early to try and do them because I have more time to do things without having to do other things in the morning. And no, you don't have to get up if you don't want to, and I will probably eventually be streaming. I may eventually be streaming all day even. Because some people on Twitch do that. I could even get some income from this eventually. Look at that mine train roller coaster of death. I'm just kidding. Canoes! That's not a thrill ride. Canoes is not a thrill ride. I had nothing checked. Does it just research whatever? I had nothing checked because that was out, but it usually does the last one. Wow. Yeah, it's so thrilling. Let's row your boat gently off a cliff. Trinity Islands is which part this is. You don't have much land to work with. You just have like a bunch of islands and water between them. Look at this wild mouse. I don't know. Oh, by the way, you see this little part that goes above that part? And how it gets so close to it? That is called a head chopper element. Where it looks what if you were on the ride, it would look like your head's going to hit it, but really you're not actually getting that close to it at all. Just closer than other things. And that actually can get you really high excitement ratings by doing multiple versions of those. And it should build something down here, because guests probably... No guests are going down here. They probably think there's nothing there, which there isn't, but I wonder if they'll go down there once I build something. Look at all these stupid guests. They're potatoes. Maybe I'll make a Death Park stream one of these days. Kinda like how Vine Saw Stroll did. Yeah, that's right, we're gonna kill the guests. We're gonna crash our roller coaster. Oh, by the way, in this park, 20 cents to use the bathroom. Wait, no one's used it? No one's used it. It worked in the other park, okay. Free bathrooms, now everyone pee to your heart's content. That's weird. That worked in the other park. The 20 cent restrooms. But they weren't even using them here. Wow, it bumped the users up to like... I don't understand why none of them are using this one. This one still has not had any people use it. That's so strange. Yeah, but they'll buy a $20 umbrella because it's raining. Yeah, we're gonna build canoes. Oh, wait, I don't want it. There you go. I got an idea for its name. Now we got a mechanic, right there. Oh, you are being at the worst time. It's a joke. I don't know. I'm not paying that much to ride the potato. Yeah. Do. I want some more effing ice cream. Yeah, you want some ice cream. Some icy cream. And creamy ice. Hi. Oh god, no, no. Hey, they're going down there now that I built that. My ice cream. Oh, also, I built the canoes, and look what I named them. Thrill Ride. Yeah. Thrill. No. Thrill Ride. Tilting. I want to go on something more thrilling than Thrill Ride. I wonder, how could I make you a mod? I'm gonna make you a moderator. I'm gonna do it now. Get to the chopper. No! No! Damn it! No head scroll! No! Dad! Jail. Jail. I always bump the mouse when getting back up. Can I... No. I don't need anything. Yep, welcome to the modern mod. Welcome to the modern moderator mod. You're welcome. Welcome to being a moderator. You win nothing. Congratulations. Suspended swinging coaster. Let's just check everything. No! Bad! J-Jolt! Actually, let's put everything to shops and stalls so I can give my guests some stupid balloons. That's weird. It's not telling me how many viewers I have right now. Yeah, I don't see anywhere. One follower, that's you, obviously. Yeah, I've been tweeting it too on Twitter every time I go live. It does it automatically. I also post the videos of my streams onto YouTube. Hoping... Yeah, but it's not showing for me. The red number's not showing for me. I don't know why. Well, one of the viewers is actually me, because I have it running in the background as like a kind of just a reminder that it's working to myself. But there was like you said, there was a third viewer for a very couple seconds. Yeah, I also post the full versions of my streams on YouTube. I'm hoping with all the sharing, more people will see it, and I might get viewers that way. Plus, it gives me something to post on the YouTube. Because, in my opinion, streaming is so much easier. What do you mean, hee hee yay? I know. I want to try and get as many viewers as I can. It's hard starting out a Twitch stream. I'll leave this up. Well, I'm going to go do something real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm back. I may have still back for a while, but I am back. I can at least talk. Wow, it's gotten warm in here. Probably warming up outside. It's a high of 58 here today. That's what I was going to actually do after I'm done with the stream, is go outside. Just going to finish the stream about 2:25, about probably, I think. Alright guys, it's stuck in. Oh. I don't know. Have you noticed my red versus blue swinging pirate ships? That was something cool I thought I would do. You know, factory capers. I actually watched someone play that scenario on YouTube yesterday. They did some funny things. Oh, that person has done some funny things in the past too. I watched another one of his videos where he was on Crazy Castle. He made a massive pit in the middle and put the food shops all the way at the bottom of it. I don't know if you... Bumped mouse. No! You probably noticed underneath that swinging coaster, that mini suspended coaster. You probably can see that bunch of land under there. There was 2 active supports and I needed a little bit of extra speed because it was going a little bit slower than I liked. So I changed that. Because basically it doesn't really have that many hills. I kind of just went for turns when I made it. There's a bunch of hills at the end. This is mainly where the speed was noticeable. Was here at the end. So you hit the chain lift there. I just noticed there's something I can do with this to make more money. Oh, we close you. And I can add block brakes to this. It slows down there anyway. You might as well put some block brakes in. Now we can get 3 trains on that. Just hope it doesn't mess it up too much. I don't think it will. Oh no! Well, didn't expect that. How we do this instead then? That'll solve the issue. Oh, it's okay. Nothing crashed. Just it got close to it. Oh, really? It rolled back a little bit, but I stopped it. That's what happened. It just rolled back a little. I turned off the chain lift. Why didn't it register? Oh, but this might be pushing it a little bit, I think. I gotta tow back again. And maybe tomorrow I'll be streaming Left 4 Dead. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream one campaign of Left 4 Dead, then go into OpenRCT2 again. And what will be happening is there will be a bit of a break in between, I think. There'll be a little break where I change the game. Like I'll stop streaming, change the game quickly, and then stream again. I mainly want to do that because then I'll get some variety, which is a really good thing. Stream SimCity 2000 tomorrow, maybe. Also after OpenRCT2. I don't know how it'll work for that game. I'm gonna name it, I'll do a new city, I'll name it Twitch City. Since I'm streaming it on Twitch, might as well make sure I don't open the city by accident. Interesting. Interesting. I could do that. I will admit I don't really use the turbo speed much. There you go. Happy freaking birthday. How did that increase the excitement? It's funny. Hey, it's raining. Umbrellas, umbrellas, umbrellas. You got fries. Hey, Allison, want some fries? Want some Frencho frio? $150. Now what's a good double? 3. movie theater prices. I'm just kidding. That was one thing I did like about 3, is being able to have more than one balloon color sold at one balloon stand. That was nice. They could implement that in OpenRCT2 maybe. I certainly hope so. Now what they need to do, they need a rainbow balloon stand. Someone could probably do that. Where it's like balloons of, you can't change the color because it's all balloons of different color every time someone buys them and it's random. They could do that. That would be great, actually. Great mate. I have a handyman specifically for here because I notice it's not getting cleaned as often as I'd like. It's too bad I can't have the sound on. I was just spam clicking on a duck. I like how the ducks will even go outside the map. Like outside the boundaries of the park. I think they can only land in your park though. But then once they land, they can swim out of the park, I think. Why is there so much sick on the path outside the merry-go-round? It's a merry-go-round, it's not that sickening. We're just handyman. Might as well leave it running when I tilt back. Now they're probably sick from other rides that are nearby, I think. I can leave it running. I have enough guests already. It's a 750 objective. I have almost 900. Almost 900 guests! I don't know. That was so weird when the ride rolled back on the block brakes. I didn't think that could happen. I thought the brake, even though it slowed it down, it still would pull it forward. You have almost 1,500. That's nice. Different scenario, bro. Oh, people went down there where the... Nah. Those benches aren't for eating at, people. I'm gonna have to add some no entry signs. By the pirate ship, they're eating fries at the benches. That's not what those benches are for. Benches are for people to calm down when they feel nauseous. Making a lot of money now. Yeah. I wish I had one of those setups like people did where they got the stream chat in with their video, then I could upload the chat with the video on YouTube. Because I like when people do that with their streams on YouTube, or their previous Twitch streams that they uploaded as videos to YouTube. I like when they do that because then it doesn't sound like they're just talking to no one. That doesn't really matter though. Okay, another no entry here. I should really add those at the exits. What? It's rotated the wrong way. Oh no, I don't want one there. Now people can't get to the ride. And I had it open and I could have just... I don't usually link the path line with the exit path. I don't like doing that because of that. No entries are just good because they keep people off of exit paths. Because it's not really... Because I read somewhere that it can contribute, guests walking onto exit paths, it can contribute to them getting lost. So a good thing to do is to actually do the no entries. The staff will still go under, so. Let's build some stupid gardens. How about that? How about some stupid gardens, Allison? Add thingies. I just noticed something neat. The fact that I have the pirate ships on the water is kind of neat. Oh god. Yeah, the control failure breakdown is like, it's like comedy. For some reason, it's always funny. Doesn't really matter what speed, it's funny no matter what. I haven't heard it on the turbo speed yet. You got a bunch of trees. Have ya trees, mate? Mr. Krabs' wallet. I don't know. Wow, it actually goes really fast. I was looking at the date because I never noticed that how it actually changes the date. It's like behind. It's like the date down there in the lower right, it updates at the same speed even no matter what speed you're at. But it will jump. But it will jump over many days as much as it took. It changes at the same speed as normal. But it will like skip like a whole month or something. It'll skip however many dates it takes to get to the date it actually is. That was interesting. Actually, I think 2:15 maybe might be the better time to stop streaming because I have to set up the YouTube upload. Yeah, I have to set up the YouTube upload of this. Balloons, 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 balloons. Balloons. Yep, they're called balloons. They're called balloons now, Allison. They're not balloons anymore, they're balloons. I always like getting the balloons before the scenario ends because then all your guests will be like ridiculously happy. Well, no, that's not what I meant. I meant that they all let them go. Balloons! Balloon stalls that fit like nowhere. Yeah. Who wants some balloons? Balloons. Ever notice that the word ball is in balloon? Balloons. Okay, that is so weird the way that got cut off there. Red and green Christmas. That's funny because it is Christmas. We're close to it anyway. It's officially after Thanksgiving and after your birthday we can now talk about Christmas. We got some blue balloons. Pizza stall. That's important. That's the most important stall in the game. Pink. Stickers in the way? Oh. There, everyone buy your balloons. That's now going to be the official name of balloons. We're renaming them to balloons. It's spelled B-L-O-O-N-S. Balloons. Let's flush those with the environment a little bit. Hey, you want some balloons? It's almost like it's like a drug. Hey kid, you want to buy some balloons? That's what the vendors at the balloon stalls say. They're like, hey kid, you want to buy some balloons? I'm gonna buy some balloons. And everything. Let's do a pink overload over here. All these magnolia. I always wondered why the magnolias are pink in Roller Coaster Tycoon. They're like white in real life. I think there are some pink ones though. Balloons! Hey kid, wanna buy some balloons? We got all your favorite varieties of balloons here. It's so pink over here. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so pink! Oh my god! Hey, it's raining. Congratulations. Congratulations, you won. Congratulations, you won. Congratulations, you won. I don't know. What's this? Wooden wild mouse. Get everyone to the back of the stupid gay park. Wow. 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 I want to get a bunch of new people in here. Why are the balloons? Balloons! Buy, bring your own balloons. Up. That's gonna end up being a theme on this Twitch channel. Balloons. I'm calling it, my first custom emote is going to be balloons. Are you sure they'll buy $5 on? I'm gonna admit I don't know what the actual default price is of them. I don't really know. I've always done the safe thing and just doubled the price of things at shops. Except for umbrellas. That's obvious that I've done different with umbrellas. I also found out something. People will sometimes have garbage in their it'll show that they're carrying, like, it says rubbish. It's like a balled up paper towel or something. They will be carrying those after they exit bathrooms sometimes. So I don't know if it's every time, but so it's a good thing to place a trash can outside of a bathroom. Sometimes even more than one's good, because guests will very often use it. They'll use them as often as they use the bathroom at times. So that is good. It is very, very good. See if anyone's heading to the restroom. Most people leave in the park. It's fine. Go to the bathroom. He's almost there. I want to try and test this theory. They do sometimes. It's an item called rubbish. I don't think they do every time. But it's pretty frequent usually, considering they're always in the bathroom. The bathrooms are being used they're like the most frequently used thing in the park. Oh, restroom 1's been closed? When? I never opened it? Are you kidding me? I even looked at it to change the price. This whole scenario, that bathroom's been closed. Ah. That said, I'm going with turbo. I knew I should have gotten the turbo. What? Now, free food or drink. Can you choose balloons? No. Balloons, balloons, balloons. Balloons! Oh. Hey, guess what we can do before the scenario ends? We can pay off our whole loan. Our company value is going to be higher. Balloons. Strangely, the most balloons I'm seeing are blue. Why does everyone want to buy blue balloons? Ferris wheel! Ferris wheel! I want to build a Ferris wheel! Senrio? Yeah, also you can't spell if you said Senrio. Hush. Don't tell me what to do. What did that say? Disgusting state of path again? Where? Oh, that's like my whole path. Holy God, coconut monsters. I'm gonna fix that right now. Oh God, it's getting so bad we even got some vandalism. No, no BRBing. For some reason, they're only destroying lit a bin. Lit a bin. Or the inner lit a bin. Okay, so it looks like that's all been solved. Or the inner lit a bin. A lit a bin. Or the inner lit a bin. I don't know. Put it in a little bin. A little bin. I don't know. My favorite scenario is that one where it's a scenario. One Daryl, one Mano, 11, okay. My best friend playing. My best friend. Okay. Headshots. Guests are complaining about the disgusting day of the about the wait. I like bubbles. Alright, we're approaching the end of this scenario and the end of the stream. Yay! Oh, whoa. That was very loud. I'm sorry about that. Hydro. Alright, I'm glad everyone, or just one person got to make the stream. But I will see you in the next stream.